Last week, I believe last Friday, Punchbowl News reported that you are lobbying the Biden administration to be appointed U.S. ambassador to the Bahamas, and that you even sent a letter to the White House about it last month. Is that true?
That is true. That is true, and it's not a secret that probably for more than 7 or 8 years, I have said an ideal thing for me would be to be ambassador specifically of the Bahamas. I recently was there, had an opportunity to be with the Prime Minister, many country, business, and civil rights leaders, and it was an exciting time. And many of them said, we really wish you would make this known. And so I did, and that's not unusual to let a president or not in Congress, a corporate leader or an educational leader. I can remember years ago I made it known that I wanted to work at the largest university single campus in the country. 4 years later, I was the first female senior vice president at that university. So who knows? But I can clearly say to you, Washington needs me, and there's a lot of work that I have to continue to do, and I could not have a better district than the 3rd Congressional District. I just won my primary, so I think that tells you the direction I'm going in.
For your constituents who saw that report or see this exchange we're having about this, and they wonder, why the Bahamas? Do you have a connection there? Is there some, why has that been a place that's been on your mind for years? What do you say?
I think that's an interesting question, and I have an amazing answer for that, because my mother, who died about 2 years ago, when all of her children graduated from college, we said to her, thank you, and we would like to take you anywhere you would like to go. We thought that she would say something like Africa or Paris or just something, and she said the Bahamas. And so we took her, and then for more than a decade or so, every year on her birthday or around that time, we went to the Bahamas. So it became a second home-like for me, a place that I found comforting, a country that was amazing to me. And then to fast forward to more recently, I was there right before the hurricane in 2019, and I went there and took my entire family, continuing with that tradition. And it was probably around that time that I thought, if I could dream, that would be a dream. So maybe I just put that dream in writing a few weeks ago.
What was the purpose of your recent trip down there? Was it to directly lobby for this job?
Oh, absolutely not. That was just something that happened. It was a part of a work codel where we were going to look at issues around with the World Bank, looking at financing, and also we went there because they don't have an ambassador and has not had one for more than a decade. So it was very critical for us to talk to the leadership there. They have a brand new Bahamas ambassador that's here in the United States. We wanted to make sure that we were doing our due diligence to the Bahamas, a great friend and ally. We know that China had been playing well there, and we wanted to make sure that we were addressing all of their needs. And trust me, they have needs that we will continue to uplift and address.
Has the White House responded to your letter, to your inquiries?
I have talked with some of the senior staff. I talked with the senior advisor to the president after sending the letter.
Mm-hmm. And just lastly on this, because you just won your primary, should your constituents at all be concerned that between now and the general, you could get this job and leave Congress?
They should absolutely not be concerned that I'm not going to be here in Washington. But I do think, let me just say this, another reason after returning is that the Bahamas deserves an ambassador. And sometimes, as a leader, you can be that vehicle to move the needle and get just as much reward. Wouldn't it be great if that letter spurred the president, the White House from meeting and getting the Bahamas an ambassador?